You think you are a free thinker. You believe you form your own opinions. You believe you see the world clearly. You believe the people around you are honest with you. But what if I told you, right now, at this very moment, there are people in your life who disagree with you completely and have simply stopped telling you? Not because they changed their minds, because they gave up. Today's story is about a man who discovered this truth too late and what it quietly cost him. There was a man named Arjun. He was kind, thoughtful. He had a warm family, good friends, and a curious mind that always wanted to understand the world better. Every morning he woke up, made his tea, and opened his phone. He read the news. He watched short videos. He scrolled through the opinions of people he followed. And every single morning, without fail, he found the same thing. Everyone agreed with him. Every article confirmed what he already believed. Every comment section was full of people nodding along to the same ideas. At first, Arjun felt wonderful. He felt understood. He felt like he finally belonged somewhere. But he had no idea that something quiet and dangerous had already begun. You see, there was a small room inside Arjun's phone. Not a real room, but a room made of invisible walls. Every time Arjun clicked on something he liked, that room got a little smaller. Every time he ignored something that made him uncomfortable, those walls moved a little closer. Slowly, without him noticing, that room began to feel like the whole world. This room has a name. It is called an echo chamber, a place where you only hear your own voice bouncing back at you. You speak. The walls repeat your words. And slowly, you begin to believe that the whole world sounds exactly like you. Months passed. Arjun kept scrolling, kept reading, kept nodding. One afternoon, his old friend Ravi called him. They had known each other since childhood. They had grown up on the same street. They had shared their first worries, their first dreams, their first cups of tea together. But that afternoon, Ravi said something that Arjun disagreed with. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't cruel. It was just a different opinion, a different way of seeing the same thing. But something strange happened inside Arjun. His chest tightened. His hands gripped the phone a little harder. He didn't feel like Ravi was sharing a thought. He felt like Ravi was attacking him. He ended the call politely. But when he put the phone down, something felt broken. He didn't call Ravi back that week, or the week after. This is the first dark secret of the echo chamber. It doesn't just change what you think. It changes how you feel about anyone who thinks differently. When you spend a long time only hearing voices that agree with you, your brain slowly begins to treat disagreement as danger, not as a conversation, not as a different perspective, but as a threat. A mind that is afraid cannot grow. But there is a second dark secret, and this one is even harder to see. Arjun began to notice slowly that his social circle was shrinking. One by one, the people who thought differently had grown quiet around him. Some stopped sharing their opinions, some simply drifted away. And now, when Arjun looked around, everyone in his life agreed with him completely. He thought, finally, I have found my people. But here is what Arjun did not understand. He wasn't surrounded by his people. He was surrounded by silence. The friends who disagreed had simply stopped speaking, not because they changed their minds, but because they had learned that disagreement wasn't welcome. So they went quiet. They smiled, they nodded, and they slowly disappeared from his life. This is the dead silence paradox. The more an echo chamber grows, the quieter it becomes. Not because everyone agrees, but because everyone who disagrees has learned to stay silent. And a room full of silent people can feel exactly like a room full of people who agree. Arjun did not realize any of this until the day his daughter came home from school with a question. She sat beside him and asked, very simply, "Papa, Is it possible to be wrong about something you believe very strongly? Arjun opened his mouth to answer, but for the first time in a long time, he found that he wasn't sure. He thought about Ravi. He thought about all the people who had gone quiet. He thought about all the mornings he had spent reading words that only ever said yes to him. And a small, cold feeling settled in his chest. When was the last time someone had truly disagreed with him? When was the last time he had listened? When was the last time he had changed his mind about anything at all? That evening, Arjun called Ravi. Not to argue, not to convince him, just to listen. Ravi spoke for a long time, and Arjun sat quietly, really hearing his old friend's voice for the first time in months. He didn't agree with everything Ravi said, but something shifted inside him. His chest didn't tighten this time. His hands didn't grip the phone harder. Instead, he felt something he had not felt in a long time. He felt curious. And with curiosity came something even more valuable. He felt alive again. Friends, the echo chamber does not come with a warning. It comes wearing the face of comfort. The walls are not built by our enemies. They are built, brick by quiet brick, by our own choices. So, today, call the friend you stopped talking to. Read the article that makes you a little uncomfortable. Ask the question you have been afraid to ask. Because a mind that only hears its own echo is not thinking. It is only remembering. Friends, if this story made you pause for even one moment, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If it made you think of someone you haven't called in a while, or if it reminded you that your mind is still open, still growing, still curious, then this story did exactly what it was meant to do. Every week, we come back here, under this quiet space, with one new story. Simple stories, true feelings. We will see you next week. Until then, stay well and stay peaceful.